Greetings, Earthlings. Planet Mitch here. I've got a class that I've been selling on KajabiNext. I want to walk you through the process that I've gone through in getting it set up and what I have learned since getting it set up, and maybe you can learn some things from me as a result. I'm changing the way I'm doing things, and this isn't going to be an entire tutorial on how to set up funnels or Facebook or retargeting on Facebook and advertising and all that kind of stuff. But I want you to see some of the lessons I've learned along the way in setting up this course. Here's the course over on KajabiNext as if you had purchased it. So you can see that there are different sections and different lessons, and if you click on a lesson, you can go watch the video. It's a very awesome little service. It'll cost you about $99 a month, and I like it a lot. I signed up because they have an automatic affiliate process as well, which makes it really simple. What they don't have is a whole lot of front end for sales funnel kind of stuff. If you want to do that, you have to do it outside of KajabiNext. This is my KajabiNext sales page. Not a bad page, don't get me wrong. Nothing wrong with the page. It will work if you send people here. There is my introduction video. There's a whole big long description of the course. They can preview some special sections. You can set up certain sections to be free if you want, so they can do previews, and then they can buy the course. It works really well, but like I said, there is no funnel on it. There is one page. You can actually do an upsell if you have another course on KajabiNext. You can have that enter the process. Works great if you have another course on KajabiNext. So my second step was to learn how to do funnels. And what I did was I ended up falling in love with ClickFunnels. There are two major players. There's probably many. There's Infusionsoft and several others, but a lot of people like leadpages.net, and I like ClickFunnels. Leadpages has some great assets. The thing that I don't like about Leadpages is that they have very little flexibility in their templates. ClickFunnels has a lot of flexibility in their templates and a lot of flexibility on the back end in terms of creating your funnels. Leadpages is sort of set up to be just a single page. They're assuming that you're going to go somewhere else to do a purchase. All right, so let me show you quickly. This is my ClickFunnels lead page, if you want to call it a lead page after Leadpages. Aren't I funny? It's a squeezed page, right? So there's my video. The users can play that. There's some text here that hopefully describes a little bit about the class. Please just pretend this isn't here right for this second. That wasn't there. I added it this afternoon because I was enhancing my process. And this button said click for more info. So hopefully the user would enter their name and their email address, and I would grab their email address and then send them on to KajabiNext to buy the course. And then down at the bottom, I had some awesome testimonials that people gave me, which, by the way, you should do when you're setting up a class, is to give away a couple of free copies and see if you can get some testimonials so that you have some marketing material. All right, I'm not going to dive into ClickFunnels right now because I want to show you that very simple process. I have set up a simple diagram over here in Numbers to show you that process. So the process starts out with my ClickFunnels squeeze page, which we were just on. Assuming the user puts in their name and email address, that will send them over to MailChimp, which is where I have my email list. And again, I'm not going to go through a whole tutorial on how that whole autoresponder function works, but that simply means that I've set up the autoresponder over in MailChimp. A bunch of emails, right now it's currently set to 6, go out, and if the user happens to click, we send them over to KajabiNext sales page for hopefully a purchase. So in the normal process, ignoring this MailChimp chunk, say that 3 times real fast. The user goes to the ClickFunnel, they put their first name and their email address, they click, and then they're instantly routed to KajabiNext sales page, where hopefully they see the same video, actually it's a different video, and maybe they do a purchase, and that is processed right now. I have Stripe set up, so these are all different colors, by the way, for the different systems or the different tools that I'm using in this process. Once they have purchased, they come back to KajabiNext to take the course. There is a red MailChimp box here because there is an automated function that happens that I learned how to do inside KajabiNext, which is too complicated to cover here, but it automatically will move somebody who purchases from the pre-sales list over to the purchase list so that I'm not continuously sending them these autoresponder emails if they haven't purchased, which is a great little function. Again, that's a whole nother tutorial to set up on how to do that, which I'm not going to cover right now. That was working okay, but again, the hard part is getting people to the squeeze page, right? That's the whole big bailiwick, is getting people there in the first place. So I wanted to set up Facebook, which I'm going to end up putting in over here in this section as we grow this chart a little bit. I also today decided that I wanted to enhance my ClickFunnels squeeze page a little bit, and so there's going to be another page that's going to show up here and go down into KajabiNext, and I'm going to show you how that works now. First, let's look at our ClickFunnel. For those of you not familiar with ClickFunnels, over here on the left-hand side, when you create a new funnel, let me show you the top of the page. This has some statistics and account links and stuff. But when you set up a funnel, you get all of these pages. And right now, the thank you page and the order confirmation and the order form are not inside ClickFunnels because of the way, switching back over to the chart, because of the way KajabiNext works, I cannot do the entire funnel where the user sees the squeeze page and the sales page and then everything is processed through ClickFunnels, which is what they would really love for you to do, which is why the whole system is set up. So I could just be using a leadpages.net funnel here because there's only one page in ClickFunnels. So it's only this one green little bit of a process. I decided today that I wanted to add a second page to that and give the user the ability to have a free video. So you've seen the squeeze page, and now I want to show them a free video, a sample. So this is the second page that I've created today where they can come see one of the lessons, and then there's a big yellow button that they will click to go purchase. So I already have their email address, which is cool. They gave me that at the beginning, and now I'm showing them a free video. Hopefully this will entice more people because they'll see this awesome video and they'll decide that it's worth purchasing the course to find out all the rest, right? So what does that process look like? So here is the first process, and then this is the process with our new page added. So we've got our original squeeze page, registration, MailChimp, all that's still there. We transfer them on the initial click to that second page with the free video, and when they click the big yellow button, then it goes down to KajabiNext, where we process everything like we did before. I also mentioned affiliates. So what happens with affiliates? Well, I've added affiliates down here. KajabiNext has the ability to add affiliates, and they have the ability to come into the sales page and simply have their own unique link in there, so when somebody purchases, we give them 50% of the purchase price. Then I wanted to send affiliates straight into the ClickFunnels squeeze page, but long story short, I had to end up adding a duplicate funnel in ClickFunnels that was unique to each affiliate. So here comes the affiliate into ClickFunnels, and then the user that came through that user's affiliate would click and go through the process just like normal, and that would be recognized over at the tail end. I could not send the affiliate link all the way through the process unless I set up this unique duplicate, which was a real pain in the tuchus, let me tell you. So there are duplicate ClickFunnels for each affiliate partner that I have, which can be a real mess. But it works. All right. So now let's suppose that you want to send somebody into this funnel from an ad, from a Facebook ad, for example. A simple Facebook ad with no retargeting, which we're going to get into in just a minute, is pretty simple. Your user comes in at the front through the ad, they click, and they get into your squeeze page and go through the entire process just like we were before. Inside Facebook Ad Manager, you can find out how many people clicked, but you don't get any kind of information in the tail end of the process unless somebody purchases. You get a sale, and you know that you got a sale, but you don't know that it necessarily came from a Facebook ad. Maybe it came from an affiliate. Now, you can obviously see that down in the statistics in KajabiNext, but you don't know from those statistics exactly what the source of the click was. Okay, if it's an affiliate, you probably know, but if you had different Facebook ads, if you were using guest posts somewhere to send people in, whatever other methods you have of getting people into your funnel, you have no way of tracking them through this process. Let's suppose, and by the way, ClickFunnels does allow you to put tracking code inside each of these pages, which is awesome. But let's suppose that you now want to enhance your process and start doing Facebook retargeting. Again, I'm not going to go through any kind of a tutorial on retargeting, but suffice it to say, we want to be able to not just throw general ads at them. We want to be able to send people into either this page or maybe even the free page after they have been in the process in the first place. So their Facebook retargeting, you can set up custom audiences and stuff like that. Let me just show you a custom audience over here in Facebook. For example, I have set up this squeeze visitors for my camera conundrum. It's a custom audience based on clicks to the website, and I've already got 5,900 clicks. Now, I just set this up today, if you notice the today's date. But if I come in and take a glance at that, you'll see that there isn't a whole lot of data here yet. But because I changed, because I'm asking for people who visit my squeeze page, this is the URL for the squeeze page, in the last 180 days, Facebook happens to know who those people are because I put the retargeting pixel on there a long time ago. And that's why it's 5,900 people on there already. Even though I just created this audience today, Facebook is looking back 180 days to see how many hits they have on that. So that's pretty cool. So I was able, because I put the tracking pixel, and by the way, Facebook's tracking pixel, not the conversion pixel, but the retargeting pixel, is the same code whether you're, regardless of what your audience is. So I have multiple audiences here, and if you happen to do the check here and do action view pixel, that pixel is identical for each one of these audiences. So Facebook on the back end is managing which audience people go into depending upon what your audiences are and what your specifications are for the source of the audience down here with the rules. Hope that's confusing as mud. And I know it took me a while to grasp onto this, so I don't blame you if you don't grab it the first time. You kind of have to go through this multiple times. But now that I have this audience, you notice that I can do create ad, and so I can specifically now target people with a new ad, and I could do send them to my website and put in a different page necessarily than the squeeze page, or I could send them to the squeeze page. It's all how I want to configure it. And I can also put a targeting pixel on there if I want to. I'm sorry, a conversion pixel, which again is a separate hunk of code. Sorry, I'm not going to go through that entire process. I'm just trying to give you a tease because this whole thing is rather confusing to begin with. So you may want to go through this multiple times. So now we can put in our retargeting, and what does that look like? Let's look at that setup. Now each one of these pages now has a conversion pixel or a retargeting pixel. So this is the first part of the setup. Now the second problem that I had was that you probably want to be able to target people who have gotten to the sales page but not purchased, or have clicked through this page. With the way with the way ClickFunnels is set up, you can put a Facebook tracking pixel on that page and you find out who landed on that page. But since I do not have that same function on KajabiNext, Kajabi didn't give us that functionality to add that code, and I don't own KajabiNext, so I'm stuck. I don't have a way of doing that. Well, I found a WordPress plugin that would allow me to create a retargeting pixel through a function. And there will be a separate training module on this, believe me. It's kind of complicated to understand in itself, but that's what's going on here, so that I now have the ability to track people who have clicked off of my funnel page, my free video page, and gone to KajabiNext. Whew, complicated, isn't it? And don't forget that I left off the affiliates up here, because those affiliates are still there, but that's, it's all confusing, right? So if I take that one step farther, so now I have these targeting pixels, I can do another ad that is only going to target people who have been to one of my hunks of this process. So I have multiple pixels now. I have multiple audiences. So I can target the audience that came here, or I can target the audience that came here. My Facebook example, by the way, I don't actually have those set up because I was only talking about the squeeze page visitors so far. I haven't actually set those up yet, but I can, because each one of these can have a separate audience. And so now I have the ability to have an audience here on the squeeze page, an audience that's visited the free page, and an audience that's clicked past the free page to the Kajabi sales page. So I can target an ad for any one of those audiences, and each one of those now has its own tracking pixel. You see tracking pixels here. Again, that may be clear as mud for those of you who are just first-timers in this process, but it gives you the advantage of going after people who have already visited your sales page or any part of your process, and that will be a smaller audience. But the key is, if you hit them multiple times with an ad on Facebook, they're more likely to buy. Everybody says that most people will not purchase on your first hit, which is why most people will do something like Brendan Bouchard has the OVO process, or the value videos, where they have 3 or 4 videos where they teach you a whole bunch of stuff in order to get you really motivated about buying the course before you ever have the option to buy the course. And then there's scarcity issue on it because you only have 10 days or 2 weeks or a week to buy the class. So all of those things go into your purchase mentality, and so potentially you want to hit people who have been into your process with an ad that says, hey, I know you've seen me. Here's the same product again and again and again, and maybe they'll be more likely to purchase. And statistics show, I believe, there's something like 30% more sales in doing retargeting than there are in just general ads sent out there to the general planet. People who have shown an interest in your product are more likely to buy, which of course is why I wanted the MailChimp in the first place, because I wanted this autoresponder to go out to those people. So now I'm going to target them in 2 different ways. They may not be on Facebook, but I've got their email address. Since I have their email address, I can additionally send them sales for other products that come along. So the email process has not gone away. Do not forget about grabbing the autoresponder and grabbing their email. Facebook is just helping you get people into the funnel, and then you have their email address to go forwards. Very complicated, isn't it? So in this process, you see also, by the way, that there's yellow, which is Facebook, and there's green, which is ClickFunnels, and there's red, which is MailChimp, and then there's a special tracking pixel thing that I bought, and then there's KajabiNext, and there's Stripe, and this is a mess, right? So I've got all these different tools. I'm looking for other ways of doing this process so that I don't have to pay KajabiNext $99 a month and ClickFunnels $99 a month because I'm on their advanced plan. There is a $37 plan. And by the way, if you go to ClickFunnels, please go to planet5d.com/ClickFunnels because I'll get a little affiliate sale off of that if you end up purchasing ClickFunnels. So please don't forget me. That's planet5d.com/ClickFunnels. And that's the number 5, not F-I-V-E. P-L-A-N-E-T, number 5D.com. Have I said that often enough? Maybe I'll say it again later. So what happens if I could do the entire process in ClickFunnels and get rid of KajabiNext? Guess what? Woohoo! Found out that ClickFunnels has the ability to do memberships. So the good news here is that any sales funnel, and this is a different one that I'm testing of my camera conundrum. I have not implemented this yet, so it doesn't have much data. I'm just testing the membership hunk. But the membership hunk allows me to create lessons and videos just like KajabiNext does. It is not as sexy and clean. It's okay. Let me show you this. Here is a sample. So you get a little logo and you can have some stuff at the top, and there's a welcome video and there's an intro. I started doing an intro. That's this, where you can put different information, and then there's an actual video. So the users could go through this process and have a membership site. Now, like I said, KajabiNext, for example, will keep track of which videos you've watched, and it'll have little check boxes on the ones you've watched and the ones you haven't. And KajabiNext membership sites aren't quite that sophisticated yet. Maybe they will be in the future, hopefully. And this video, I just happened to grab one that is on my ID that has a password on it. So that's why it's not working, because I don't have the password. But you can do simple training sites as a membership site, and you can even do drip. When you do the setup in ClickFunnels, you can do a drip thing where maybe you just want them to get one video a week or a day. You can restrict access depending upon whether they've purchased a product, and you get all that set up in ClickFunnels. So it does have some additional functionality, but it's not quite as fancy as KajabiNext. Okay, but depends upon your needs. If you don't need to spend that extra $99 a month on KajabiNext, and you can just do a simple training thing right here inside of ClickFunnels, then maybe that's worth it. And you can see, again, that I can go through the squeeze page, the sales page, the order form, and the thank you page, and the membership site all in one process, which is awesome, right? let me go back over here and show you that this is what it looks like with KajabiNext out of the picture. And again, I haven't set this up, but I'm sure it will work. I'm in the process of testing, but it seems like it's going to work. So notice I only have 3 little kinds of boxes right now, and of course I'm going to add Facebook to the process, but ClickFunnels squeeze page, same thing, register to MailChimp, goes through their autoresponder. After they register, we send them to the free video page. After they click the, yeah, I want to know more, we'll actually take them to the ClickFunnels sales page, which will be right there in ClickFunnels. And they will purchase, and it will go to Stripe, just like I have set up now. I'm not 100% sure that I'll be able to do this MailChimp thing. I have not tested that out yet. I haven't gotten that far, so that might not be there. That won't be a massive deal, but it would be helpful if it works. And so also, if they do purchase, then I've got them right there in ClickFunnels, and they stay right there in ClickFunnels the whole time. Right? I mean, they'll see the Stripe thing happen. I don't know. I haven't even been through the purchase process yet, so I'm not 100% sure how that works. But generally speaking, everything is in ClickFunnels and MailChimp and Stripe. And so if I want to add the affiliate to the process, oh, by the way, guess what? ClickFunnels now has an affiliate process too. So here is the front end for an affiliate. And again, I have not filled this out yet. I haven't created this, but you can set up a login for them. And then they have an affiliate page where they can get their custom link, and they can create their own links and do sub-IDs and fancy stuff about turning off the pop-ups and autoplays if you have those turned on your videos. They can see how many visits they've had, what the commission number of leads they've gotten, and their commissions. This was an example where they were doing an one-time offer. That's OTO, is a one-time offer. The front-end sale was $17. The first one-time offer is $67, and then $127. And then if you offered some sort of coaching thing. So this would be a massive funnel that had 4 different pages for them to see before they ever got to the membership site. Of course, the membership site would be purchased up front. I do not understand, I don't know yet whether there's a continuing sale, like if you do a membership site with a repeating monthly fee. I haven't quite worked that one out, so I need to check into that. If you were going to do a membership site where there was a monthly fee going on, in my case, for example, I'm just wanting to maybe do this training, and so it would be a one-time sale. It's not going to be a monthly thing where I'm going to add extra stuff. And so maybe ClickFunnels isn't still good for that kind of a membership site. I'm still researching that. It's not really on my radar right now because I don't need that functionality. But you can also put in images like ads. So if you create ads for your affiliates, that would be awesome. And then mail scripts. You can add all sorts of stuff like that for your affiliates, so they can grab that stuff all in one page. So awesomeness coming out of that is that you can now do an affiliate inside ClickFunnels. Notice I made it green instead of blue like I had before. So I can do all my affiliate processing inside ClickFunnels. This is really rocking me now. So I can send people to my sales page with Facebook. Notice that's coming over here. And my affiliates can send people. And I can pay them without dealing with MailChimp or any other add-on functionality. So for my $99 a month, I'm getting all of this functionality. Woohoo! I'm psyched. So here's where the Facebook starts coming in. Same kind of stuff before. The solo ad comes in and you go through and then you add the pixels. So all of that stuff still works, just like we talked about before. So you can send Facebook people in. Of course, if your affiliates want to do different kinds of marketing, they could do that as well. They would not have access to your tracking pixels as far as I know, but they could set up their own ads and do their own way of getting sales. That's their issue. But that's cool. So again, this seems much more simple than going through KajabiNext, although you do lose a tiny bit of functionality for the training. Like I said, you don't have the tracking of each video, whether they've watched it or not, etc. But this is a lot easier on the front end. What I don't know yet either, by the way, they were talking about adding coupon codes to ClickFunnels, so maybe if you wanted to offer a discount, I'm not sure how that works yet. So I'm sorry I don't have every bit of the answer, but I think I'm leaning in this direction. I'm also setting up, by the way, a Udemy class, and the Udemy class is very simple. You've got a Udemy sales page and a Udemy purchase page. They manage all that, and then the user would get to the course if they purchased. Udemy does a lot of marketing, so that's awesomeness. You can also have affiliates, which I don't have drawn in here. But you can do this also separately from your ClickFunnels if you want. So you could do either or both, right? So that's just one other awesome way of doing a similar training. One last little bit, I did run into this website called Big Giant List that is using a ClickFunnel membership site. So it says powered by ClickFunnels down here in the bottom. It is a list kind of thing. It isn't actual training, but I wanted to just show you that people are creating a little membership site and sending people over here and giving them, in this case, just lists of things. Many of these are affiliate links, so they may be getting commissions by just giving people a list of tools that some of them may be free, some may be affiliates or whatever. But people are using ClickFunnels to do membership sites, so it was kind of fun when I ran into this one. There's an overview of doing ClickFunnels and KajabiNext in my current environment and where I'm hoping to go with ClickFunnels as an overall cool front end. Like I said, I really, really, really like ClickFunnels. It feels like it has a lot more functionality than leadpages. The one thing that ClickFunnels does not have that leadpages does is that leadpages claims that they are presenting you with a statistically improved lead page where they're getting a lot of feedback where so they'll present to you funnels that are getting better conversions because they're tracking across all of their user base which funnels are working and which ones aren't. And so they have a lot of different templates there, and that is good. It's awesome. Don't get me wrong. I think that's really great. But I have done their number one template and gotten virtually no conversions. And you know what? It all comes down to your text and what your bait or what you're trying to give away. If your sale sucks, if your product sucks, or isn't appealing to the user, doesn't matter how sexy the front end is, you got to give them some content. And so I'm not as keen on the lead pages because of their conversion template functionality. And especially that I don't like their back end where you can't edit some of the things like you can in ClickFunnels. Anyway, that's if you're interested in ClickFunnels, there is a 14-day free trial. Go to planet5d.com/ClickFunnels. And if you end up purchasing ClickFunnels, I will get an affiliate commission, and I would really, really appreciate that. Thanks for watching this entire long, drawn-out thing. I hope it helps you in some way. I'm not trying to sell you on ClickFunnels. If you find it works for you, that's great. But I just wanted to give you a clue as to how you can get really twisted around an axle with some of these tools, and how nice it is when you get a tool that gives you a whole lot of functionality and you don't have to jump around through a bunch of hoops to get to other products and stuff. So anyway, Planet Mitch over and out.